This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for June 27, 2025. It's currently June 10th, 2025, 7:37 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is $603.08. That's USD. And the shuffle video for the June 27th reading was created on May 25th, 2025 at 8:41 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video playing for you right here. What we'll cover in this video is going to be the overall trend direction and chart behavior for the day. We're going to give you the timing to the hour of the day's highest high, lowest low, and best trades. And we're also going to give you the hour-by-hour sequence of chart events as outlined. It's important to pay attention to the sequence of chart events as outlined by the prediction. The timing is usually on point to the hour, but you will find cases in these daily readings where you need to give the timing plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room. And for that reason, I do not recommend trading this information alone. It should be paper traded only and seen as proof that exocentric perception exists and can be used practically in the real world. If you're serious about trading SO meta-analysis, you trade this very differently from technical analysis. You must have access to our early access subscription. I'm going to show you guys how to get that at the end of the video. And let's get into it. So the overall trend and chart behavior, a lot of price change covered involved in an important support level on a multi-day scale, probably a price change into and out of that support level. Behavior around the high side, we have a rally that turns over, creating a crest at the high. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a prominent move higher and a full retracement, meaning that we most likely see two lows throughout the day. And I'm advised to trade around a huge move out of oversold territory. Now, before I get into the trades and the hour-by-hour sequence of chart events, let's make sure you're aware the whole purpose of the channel is to transmute the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. You do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. You go to the resources tab of our website, Channel for Traders. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities. 5% of all profits should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. It leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that 90% out of love. As long as you follow those rules, you're an angel investor of the channel. The universe will send it back to you tenfold for following through. Not to mention, I'll probably be contacting you, provided you're regularly following through on the rule of karma. I will be contacting you at some point with instructions on how to get our access to our angel investors Discord channel. Much love and appreciation. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get into the remainder of the reading. So in the pre-market, we have sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow. Sometimes that's big price swings. More often, it's like a narrow price range along support, but it's equal amounts of bulls and bears. And then there's a lot of price change right at the open, taking us into a low. There's a resistance level highlighted at the open that we failed to break through many times before and or failed to break through many times in the future. And we should drop pretty heavily into support on a multi-day scale. Come here, buddy. You want to come up? In the first half hour, out of the low, we reach a high as well. So there's some significant price swinging going on there in the first half hour. Another drop around 10 o'clock, period of volatility, and another low between roughly 10 and 11 o'clock. And that period of volatility ends with a fast sudden move higher, probably somewhere between 12 and 1. It's pretty mixed. There might be another low there. But either way, we have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level between 12 and 1 and a sharp drop off of a crest that we're revisiting. That crest is we're revisiting probably an opportunity in the not too distant past. But there's a sharp drop off of it in that erratic behavior. That turns into a big move higher between roughly 1 and 2, probably due to somebody speaking. And what they're talking about can be relied upon and trusted. Takes us into peak in that same hour, 1 to 2, and we do multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance between 1 and 2 o'clock. Probably just after 2, another big move to the downside into a low. And I'm advised to be cautious in the last hour. Some sort of tricky chart behavior, maybe inclined to do the wrong thing impulsively. So be very, very careful in the last hour. There's a resistance level at the close where we flatten out, and matter of fact, there's a big move to the upside into that resistance level where we flatten out at the close, and that would mark a significant trade opportunity. Most likely to open up a short position again for an overnight swing. I like that full card. In the morning, well, first off, if you're in a short position from the 26th, you'd likely close out of that short position at the open when we have that decline from the resistance into key support. Price swings, so if you miss that opportunity, you probably have another opportunity If you're in a long position from the prior day, I would hold that long position until the end of the day, most likely, and close it at the close. You might be able to close out of it sooner, like noontime, but it's a bit of a tricky day, so I would definitely be following the Discord trade alerts for up-to-date guidance. But the real nice trade actually looks like end of day, a big move possibly out of oversold territory into the resistance. Open up a short position for an overnight swing there. Guys, the way that you get those game-changing services, you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over Order Now, click on Subscriptions. Early access subscription gets you 30 days of access. The earliest access to any of our public posts that come out on YouTube, they come out on Discord first. It gives you the Discord trade alerts for day trading and swing trading. It gives you the chat channel. It gives you all of the SPY videos, as well as the chart drawings. Guys, look at these. Look how on point these chart drawings are. And this was an exit from a long position from the prior day. Entry for a short, exit for a short for a day trade. Entry for a short, exit for a short day trade. Entry for another short at the end of the day. Actually, entry for a long, close for a long day trade, and then entry for a long, entry for a short into the following day. So we're expecting to open lower on the 11th. I mean, it's quality stuff. 150 bucks a month is nothing considering how much money you make with these trades. These are the same trades that I make. That's how I got over 600% gain in performance in my account this year. Those are the exact same trades that we give guidance on. So you're bound to make that money back in one trade. Much appreciation. I love everybody that goes out and does that. And blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.